Kickback Show. What's in your cup?
Hey, look, this is the Kickback Show, thekickbackshow.com quarantine episode. Number one, we locked down in this sneeze itch. Yeah.
OGB over there. OGB over there gang banging.
Look, I should just put both of them up. Just what you want? What smoke you need?
Unity.
You got all.
Quarantine is uniting gangs around here.
I know, right? Right?
Where'd you pick them up at?
Huh?
Where'd you pick them up from?
I didn't pick them up. The homie, the Queen Los Angeles ships worldwide.
There you go.
You know, you need to actually put like filters in the bandana ones because otherwise they don't do squat.
Showed up.
Otherwise they don't do. Oh yeah, no, you have to put filters in all of these. These are just the decorative outside kind.
Yep.
For all you people at home that just using bandanas or scarves with no filters in them, you still gonna catch corona. That Rona.
And if y'all need it, I do have filters. I'm selling them for the low. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you need.
What the fuck is that? That shit look like tea bags.
They're like regular bath tissue.
You just, you know, the napkin.
Through a rip paper talking about. Like, you need it.
You know what I mean? It's old homework.
You dropped filters and it said like Subway Auto and.
I know, right? I didn't see a goddamn thing. I didn't see a fucking thing. Sorry, rapper.
I'm saying.
That's funny.
Hey, this is crazy though. I'm glad to see y'all doing well. It's crazy that we got to get to this point to communicate and connect with people. You know what I mean? Or even record a podcast, a radio show. Like it's absolutely wild. But I think the silver lining is that people are actually utilizing the time to either reflect, connect with people that they haven't connected with. We clearly have been getting a lot of great content, whether it be bucket naked strippers on social media. They get they go get bucket naked.
Then they said, "Put your pussy lips on live. I'll give you $1,000."
Whoa.
All you hear is like, what is going on right now?
I need to like.
I clicked on the Boosie live, and he just was like, he said something. He was like, "Come on, show me," and then all you see is titties. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh my god, is this allowed?" Yeah. And then she kind of go down to the booty. He was like, "Oh, and you fine. What's your cash app?" I'm like, a lot of hoes can come up right now. So if y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they are. It's a virtual strip club. Man, what? I can only imagine how Vegas is doing. Vegas is probably sweeping everything up.
How so? Can't go in anywhere.
Cash out me that.
I'm saying that they can come to you. Virtual roulette tables. Man.
You see the dudes that been streaming like strippers on their TV and they're just throwing wads of cash at the TV screen.
I'm saying, I've seen that. Ain't no shame.
You know what? I have been getting less done than anything.
Really?
So much less. Because work.
You don't have time.
I got the kids all the time. I'm doing Ava's homeschooling. I'm, playing with Imani, entertaining her. So now instead of having that chance to break away and go to the office where it's quiet and I can like get my work done and focus on like my me stuff, I can't do anything now. Like all of the private stuff that I had going on has come to a grinding halt.
Well, I've been extremely productive. I've knocked out a gang of music. I'm still going to work because I'm considered essential. My mom apparently didn't know what essential meant. I had to break that down to her.
What are you saying? Simply salad? What's essential? Apple?
Everything, yeah. A restaurant and radio is essential. There's a communication. Okay. Yeah. So yes.
Mom didn't understand what essential was either. Or even Tiana thought a vast majority of everything was going to be closed. I'm like, no, there's still a lot of stuff that's open. Even the stuff that is on the exempt list. It might not be essential.
When did I not know what essential meant?
A lot of stuff was closed when it was open.
Nigga, I assumed Yogurtland was closed.
I love it. I love it.
That was the one thing that I was like, man, I bet Yogurtland is closed. I want some froyo right now. That's the one, literally one thing.
Oh, there's others.
Like what? Name it.
It's low-key. That could low-key be essential.
I mean, Yogurtland is essential because we had a ton of yogurt last night, and I was a happy camper. But
no, these restaurants are open. A lot of them are.
A lot of them are. Yeah, a lot of them are.
A lot of them.
I didn't think Yogurtland was going to be essential.
Yeah,
Well,
need
some
yogurt.
people, old people, they can't chew like that.
Bruh, you gotta chill. You gotta chill.
Yogurtland is.
Can I
They can't chew
mute
like
Lady?
that.
Are we able to just mute her? She's on top.
No.
Clocking her out.
No, but for real though, this shit is crazy. This this situation, me being in the fucking house is what's crazy.
So how are you coping alone? Because we are obviously, 3 of us, we got like these kids driving us crazy. Girl, you ain't even got a dog. How you doing?
Oh, you?
Okay.
What'd you say?
So it's so crazy. Like, I'm just trying a bunch of new stuff. Like, just trying, like, oh, maybe I can try waking up at 3 and seeing what that does. And, ooh, let's journal, let's read, and I'm not saying this stuff is not necessary, regular, because it is. It's just that, like, I need human interaction, like physical human interaction. Hit me up. But anyways, I need to be in the space with people, so it's like, if I can't, it's like, I'm kind of like, oh my God. That's it. I can't watch too much TV. Like, I don't know how people are like just binging a gang of TV. Like, I watched a gang of TV for like 2 days, and I couldn't even form my sentences right. I was like, oh hell no, I can't do that.
No. Same. I can't just do a bunch of TV.
I did though. I ain't gonna front. I did like literally like 24 hours 2 times.
2 times. Dang.
I did. Like I watched a lot of shit. I was like, damn, I didn't even know all that was going on.
Yeah, I don't watch TV, but I think what's been helping me is like saging and like coming up with a game plan. So clearly I've been producing a whole lot. And then like connecting spiritually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just kind of cleaning up, like doing, that quote unquote spring cleaning, but on a deeper level, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been working. Like it's been amazing.
Guys,
like,
I don't know how to dip out because I just want to keep on laughing right now. I don't know why. Sorry, keep going.
At what? Your hat?
No, I don't know. I just want to laugh right now. It's like, damn, you serious right now? Like, I'm trying not to laugh.
Laugh. I mean, laugh. You can laugh. That's cool.
It's fucked up though. He's like, Faith, I'm trying to switch your level. I'm like, ha. But that's what I say. I don't want to do that. So keep going.
You can laugh. Hey, it is what it is. But it's, everybody got their own journey. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody
what do people think, like, do they think that this is some kind of, like apocalypse or something? Like,
yes.
I don't understand.
If you're watching TV, that's exactly what you're thinking. You're either doing one or two things. Either you're watching TV and you're becoming a chronic masturbator, or you're investing in stocks. Like you're doing things smart. Like you're seeing beyond all the BS that's happening right now.
Hell yeah, this is the time. Did you say a chronic masturbator?
Yeah, Pornhub is popping right now.
Back to back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Pornhub is popping. Like, yeah. If you're smart, you have stocks in porn sites because you invested in OnlyFans and you're rich right now because that's what's popping.
That cycling thing, that at-home cycling gym.
Like spin?
Yeah, the at-home one. Did you hear about their stocks?
The Peloton?
Is that the one?
I think so.
Where it went down, it went super up.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. I've been investing in tech, just generalized tech stuff.
That's
so
smart.
If I get a wild hair, I'll just start like buying a little bit of stock here and there instead of online shopping as best as I can.
I have been getting better at that.
Like, just the little things, I think that tech and also AR, you know what I mean? Like, people are wanting to be other places, but still, like, they can't be. So I think that people are trying to create other ways quicker because of this. So I would say AR too.
All I know is I finished Netflix the other day.
The whole
Everything on Netflix.
Everything on
What did you say? I finished Netflix the other day.
Everything.
I did it all.
Recent Frankie to the Tiger King, the whole 9.
No, I haven't watched that one.
Which one?
Tiger King.
Oh.
I ain't freaking drinking the
Oh,
Um,
poop.
I'm not watching that shit.
I know I haven't either. Yeah.
I'm good.
People are like people, it's, you know, everybody, the world, just because you got time don't mean you're supposed to fill it with bullshit. Like, who the fuck gonna binge watch reality TV? That's stupid. That's
But some
stupid.
people
You
don't
gonna
know no
binge
better.
watch somebody else's life. That's dumb.
But some people don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are, again, only getting their source of information from one thing. And so they're thinking, oh, I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything, and then they don't have any backup plans. Most
So
people are
really,
relying on 1200, but most people, this is literally changing a social dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and if your only outlet is social media, TV, and a bunch of bull, then it's like, that's what you're gonna be subjected to. But if you're not connected to anything else, if you don't know how to go outside and go for a run, you've never done that. If you've never picked up a book, or you haven't picked one up in the past 3 years, it's going to be hard to incorporate that into your everyday routine.
Yeah.
And it seems remedial for people like us because we have other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do other things. Like, we know how to disconnect from social media, from the internet.
Tell me about some sports.
I'm just saying, like, it's, you know.
I agree. I think part of that is because we grew up before social media. Like, we were kids before social media. We were kids when, like, the internet had just came about. So like, we know how to, like, do or operate in both realms, so to speak, without losing our minds and going nuts. Like, our oldest daughter, like, as soon as she wakes up and as soon as there's like a dead moment in activity, it's like, can I turn on the TV and watch something? Like, no, do something. Watch the TV.
She's good about reading though, thankfully. Like, she loves reading. She'll read books with, you know, a couple hundred pages with no problem. So thankfully that fills her time. Like, right now her favorite thing, like, there's like a creek with a waterfall and stuff not far from our spot. And we'll walk over there, and her favorite thing right now is to go over there, sit in the grass, and read next to the water. Like, that's like number one. On a regular basis, she asked me to do it, but it's been raining, so she hasn't been able to do it because the grass is wet. But I mean, yeah, it's.
Y'all live in a white area. Is a gang of white people walking over there where y'all live at? Because there's nobody walking over here where I live at with all these niggas.
I wouldn't. I mean, people are out walking. I wouldn't say it's a lot because, I mean, it's not like we're all going out walking at the exact same time. So like, you'll see a couple people here and there.
Yeah,
but
you pass people on like.
Man, when I go to the beach, man, they are everywhere. Like, walking, they're everywhere. I just sit in the car. They just be everywhere like it's regular. Because back when, you know, that should be filled. So now that nobody's working, it's almost like a Saturday morning every morning. Literally. I'm not kidding y'all. I'm gonna take a video for y'all next time.
No, I believe it.
Well, around here on Western and Slauson, people are walking, but they working. So it's like it'll be a young lady walking.
Okay.
And,
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Okay.
They essential though.
They are essential. They are, you know. They probably already got it though. So I don't know if anybody wanted to jump in on that.
They got something.
They definitely got a few things. They've got a few things.
Something. It's something. It's crazy how I look homeless, me in my car, and y'all all in your house. For everybody watching, I'm just trying not to disturb the household. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, Five live in his car, huh? Okay.
That nigga live in his car, dog. You see why he's living in do-rags.
You're trying not to,
purchase my
you try not to be all ignorant on Resurrection Day. We get it.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm just saying.
Here.
I'm just saying. Speaking of do-rags, I mean, hey.
The dress is good. You didn't want to do the pigtails today?
Nah, not today. I did think about pulling them out though, because it's almost time for a retwist. So I think I may pull them up and start designing them and stuff.
So people are shipping weed through the mail.
That's all right.
And it's a beautiful thing. And that's beautiful. I'm still trying to go pick mine up. I need to go get some more edibles. Cause yeah.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I heard that, you know what's crazy? Speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up because I just saw an article that was saying how with this $2 trillion stimulus plan that the post office isn't going to get like a bailout in a sense. Like they aren't getting funded the way that like other big corporations and big businesses are. I'm wondering if it's big banks. Excuse me if I'm misquoting or not saying the right thing, but the article basically said that the USPS isn't getting like a bailout, and it's going to ultimately force them to start shutting down slowly but surely. I don't know if that's like a national type shutdown or if it's just going to be select small rural parts of the country. I don't know what that means for us, but it just seems like there's something brewing. Like there's
they have been in a financial crisis at least in about 2 years now before that. So the fact, I don't know why they're not getting bailed out, but like as far as their financials, their decline, that's been happening. So the fact that they're not going to get bailed out is inevitable.
That's why they started delivering mail on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. Well, and not only that.
What? I'm gonna start ordering everything now. Like, hey, it better be here 2 days, cause now.
Nigga, 2 days, nigga.
Bruh.
No, that's regular U.S. post mail though. That's not like UPS.
It's not like UPS or FedEx or anything.
Yeah, USPS.
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
But so just like anybody else, UPS and FedEx and those like private companies that carry packages, they have lobbyists too. And what happens is the post office is the cheapest form of like the cheapest way to send your mail. So what happens is when you get lobbyists for like companies like UPS and FedEx, they'll go in and they'll be like, no, we'll donate this much money to your re-election campaign. So they're looking at it like, okay, well, this is money, or the politicians are looking at it as, if I shut down the post office, this is money in my pocket. Like I'll give them a vote instead, because when was the last time a politician has voted in your best interest? Like
never.
For real.
It's never.
Never.
Yeah.
The 31st of February.
Right. That's all that is.
February 30th.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by it. What I don't understand, like the bailouts of like the airline industry, like that's not gonna it's suffering now because there's slow business, yes, but in terms of like that industry surviving this pandemic, fine. They're gonna be fine.
They're gonna be good.
What scares me though is like local farmers like not getting bailouts to keep growing.
But I think,
is that what they said, they weren't getting it?
I don't.
It's more like, I think a lot of this, I mean, and this kind of goes back to the whole follow the paper trail, because then it almost becomes clear that this entire thing is to attack small businesses, and how he mentioned farmers. Like farmers you would think are essential, but why attack and not, stimulate in a sense the postal service, farmers, and then whoever else isn't getting those, stimulus.
Farmers are not included in that stimulus per se, because farmers already get subsidized by the government. If a farmer has a certain amount that they need to reach to, like a certain amount of money, like say they need to be able to net $1 million to be able to, feed their supply chain, pay their workers, do X, Y, and Z. And if, say, you have a bad year and that crop doesn't make it to $1 million in sales, then the government already automatically comes in and will subsidize the rest. And that's it. So that's why they're not, because they're already being taken care of above and beyond whatever this stimulus is. So if they don't meet their quota or whatever their match is, then the government already comes in and makes sure that they're good. They're fine.
Don't you gotta love it. She is a walking encyclopedia. Like, she updates stuff. She updates.
But I think I guess what kind of like
watering
caught my attention was like I got a news article update from CNN like earlier today, and I guess what it's talking about is more so like farmers aren't, because they're essential, they're going out and working, but if people aren't taking stay-at-home orders seriously and someone is walking around asymptomatic with the coronavirus and they infect a farm worker who then infects other farm workers or their family, then they're not getting all the crops and the food on grocery store shelves, which means then there's a food shortage, which then that hits us.
So I feel like that though comes down to like making sure that farm workers and farmers are like, they have all of the essential protective equipment and masks and like respirators or whatever they need.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everyone's been talking about like stay at home to protect first responders and that kind of thing, so they can keep everyone as healthy as possible. But we haven't been talking about making sure to protect farmers so they keep food on our table.
Yeah, it's something bigger going on. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody better learn how to start farming. Start farming, collect rainwater, and smoke more weed. Have more baby.
I mean, yeah, I have got like more than I'd like to say recorded amount of weed. So it's like, it's not, like the whole, like, I'm miserable. Like, no, I just want to be around people, like, and shoot the shit and talk and all that. But like, as far as like, no, we good over here.
So you took that one meme very seriously, where like, I'm going to order my next 3 weeks of worth of weed for the third time this week.
Right. So instead of doing that, I was like, okay, well, you know what? I heard 90 days. So let me just.
Nah.
And it's getting extended. Oh, right. I wish I was at Snoop's house right now. Yeah. Wouldn't have any shortages of anything.
Right.
So, off of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that has sucked up enough of this. Yeah. That new project, man, I swear, I was like feeling like a real rapper. And talk about yours. And it's so fluid. The sound is so fluid that like even when you're stumbling, it's still like a good melody, and you pick back up. I'm like, oh, look at you, a real rap. I was feeling like Jay-Z in that motherfucker. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
So for everybody that clearly may or may not know what she's talking about, I've been extremely productive in the past few weeks, and literally have been creating projects within the course of 7 days. Which literally is just me just turning my brain off and just going, and just going, literally. Not overthinking, not trying to be too musical, and just kind of based on the feelings. And so I released a project I have been sitting on called Always Sunny in Inglewood. Then I created a new project called Supreme Exotica, which is I don't want to say experimental, but it's just more along the lines of if you understand exotica music, then that will make more sense. It's kind of almost like world music kind of mixed with nature in a sense, but still like some boppers. And then pastel was kind of the polar opposite, to where I wanted Jay Dilla to meet Sade in a sense. Like I wanted it to be something that was very vibey, but yet and still very healing at the same time. And a lot of that was reflective of just where I am in life, you know, just kind of very peaceful and calm, and just kind of wanted to contribute a high level of peace into the world through music. And so that was that was my contribution. And it's been getting a really good response. I only have it on SoundCloud right now, just to test the temperature. Like I didn't want to like put it out and then it'd be like boo-boo, you know what I'm saying? And people not like it, and then here it is.
That shit is fire, nigga. Don't even speak that. No,
I mean, I'm just saying, like, but at the same token, like, it could be something to where, you know, it's as an artist, like you always go through that point. And I'm pretty sure all of us can relate, but Swivel specifically, where you come up with like, yo, I'm gonna do this mix, so I'm gonna put these songs, you know, together. And for you, it's gonna be like, yeah, this is banging. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you're always thinking like, yo, I could go to this spot tonight and it could not work. You know what I mean? Or you have to understand where it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't, like I'm pretty sure he wouldn't put together a Jay Dilla mix and then play that at Tao in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna rock to that. They came out there to get bucket naked. So
you can get bucket naked to that at a pool. Like that low key sound like some good vibes, but okay.
What, at Jay Dilla?
Yeah, at a pool party? Yeah.
Hey.
Keep crushing.
Any of the viewpoints and the ideas that have been presented by the Kickback Show and Rza are sole propriety of the Kickback Show and Rza via Zoom, digitally, and its subsidiaries and parent companies and subsidiaries. I think,
does that mean we're gonna have a Dilla pool party?
Okay, so what is it about? And by the way, I just have to throw this out. I have shorts on, y'all. It looks like I don't, but I do. But
I'm in my pajamas, so I mean.
What is wrong with, like, what kind of vibe would it be? Like, I don't understand. What kind of vibe would it be?
What would be?
A Jay Dilla pool party. Like, what's wrong with it? I don't.
No, I'm saying that there are people that go to Vegas. There would be nothing wrong with that. I think that would be banging. But at the same token, I guess what I'm trying to say is when people go to Vegas, like the typical Vegas goers, right? People that go there for New Year's, 4th of July, whatever. Yeah. When they go to a party, they're going to like turn up and fist bump and do all of that. You know what I mean? Like they're looking more for electro, techno, disco type music. You know what I mean? Or whatever is popular, I should say. Whereas something like Dilla, although he's made hits, his music isn't catered towards that demographic. So going back to the point, creating my projects aren't necessarily, you know, somewhere in my mind it's like damn, I don't know where this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying.
It's great. It's great.
It is. Like, you know, and I do plan on releasing it. The next project is going to be a monster though. Some J Aura.
Wait,
the
sound effects just reminded me of a story.
What, when Ava was little?
Because Brandy was over there clapping.
Oh my God. Wow.
That? Nothing. Daddy, you're playing patty cake.
No, that's not how it went.
Oh my God. How did it go?
So
I remember that story.
We were
and something was getting clapped. It wasn't on hands, but it had to be said hands because that's what the baby heard was the clapping. So it was like
So it was like clapping and then like in the middle like macaroni and cheese being stirred.
Also, no,
speaking of music,
all the way off the rails.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of music,
I want to hear the story. What you talking about, nigga?
I don't know if that's a quarantine story though.
It's definitely a quarantine story. Come on.
My mama watching.
Your mama's not watching. You know good and well your mom's not watching.
Speaking of music, we've been getting some incredible contributions. I didn't see the Swiss Beats Timbaland battle.
Yeah, I saw it. And you didn't see the one from years ago? It was the same.
I saw the one that happened last year, which was, that was cool, but I didn't see this new version of it, which, my vote was going to be for Timbo. I mean, I kind of knew what was coming out of that. But I did watch the Lil Jon T-Pain battle.
Man, I saw the highlights. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw the highlights, and the highlights made that thing look like it was hilarious.
It was comedy. It was dope. Like, it was super dope. I mean, and in my opinion, I think it was a very close battle. I think Lil Jon had a slight edge, although it was kind of like all of this is for the culture, one. Two, it's going to be very subjective. It's based on whoever's preferences, whatever it is. With that being said, I think it was an amazing battle. I just think that Lil Jon maybe slighted him by a hairline, in my opinion.
Okay.
I thought it was hilarious when T-Pain played a record and he gave this screw face look, and Lil Jon was like, hey, don't ever make that face on my phone ever again.
Hey, I've had the pleasure and honor of being around both of them brothers and like in close quarters, like at Lil Jon's house type situation. And I have to say that both of those dudes are very good dudes and extremely hilarious. So everything that you saw is actually how they are in real life. Like, those are some really funny, good dudes, man.
I like how you just stunned on all of us right now. Like,
no.
John's house.
Like on his house?
Yeah.
Like he had made breakfast, but like I had to go, so.
No, that was when I went to Quick's house. But
oh my God. Anyways.
This Rza and DJ Premier that happened just this weekend. My God. First of all, I have to shout out one of the homies that said that Rza was gonna get washed. And I had to remind him that Rza has bangers on top of bangers. My homeboy Mike Butter. Who I also have to give props to, because he's the type to where, let's say we at a kickback, right? We chilling. He will out of nowhere present a question that will make the whole party turn into that debate. Prime example, we'll be chilling, listening to music. He'll come over and be like, Brandy, top 3 rap groups of all time, right? And it's such a great debate, because again, it's subjective, but it becomes this thing to where Tiana's gonna have an opinion, Swivel has a different one, and then it creates a conversation that ultimately we're now seeing in real life, to where a lot of people could say, hey, Primo got this banger, he's about to beat Rza, and it can go opposite way, to where Rza got all the Wu-Tang and he can murder off Primo. And it's like,
so what's you guys' favorite Primo and Rza joints?
From Primo, I would have to say Come Clean and Boom.
Who is that? What song is that? Come Clean by
Come Clean is by J. Ruda Damage. That beat is just spectacular. And then Boom by Royce da 5'9".
Those are from Premier?
Which is from Premier. Those are probably a couple of my favorites. I'm not the biggest Premier fan. I love Rizza's work, and there's too many for me to name from Rza. Like, I love
you just
Guillotine.
Name one. Just one. I just want the top one.
I like Guillotines by Raekwon, Ice Cream, Brooklyn Zoo, Triumph. Like, the list goes on from Rza. And in my opinion, I think that there was a point in time, this may be blasphemous, but I think Rza was whooping Primo's ass last night.
No, he was. And
yeah,
because Tiana was like, I think Primo's gonna win the battle. I'm like, nah, you really have to remember what Rza has done.
Yeah.
It's not Wu-Tang, it's it's Wu-Tang artists on their solo albums.
On the solo, yep.
Wu-Tang, RZA's done scoring for movies.
Yeah, that he didn't even play. I don't even think he played any of the Afro Samurai or Kill Bill joints last night.
He didn't, but I mean, like, RZA has a whole nother level of what he's capable of doing, where people is like really just in that boom bap bag and like stays there. And you know, like he's done. Primo's done, you know, pop records with Christina Aguilera or but like
I was looking mad he played that song last night. Like, come on, bro.
And once he got to that point, it's like, all right, dude.
It was like, Here's where I realized that Primo was low-key desperate and kind of knew that he was going to be kind of out-fired in a sense, was when he started with Jay-Z, One in a Million. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you could have easily started with a warm-up record. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have easily just kind of eased into it, but you just dropped like a platinum banger right off the bat. It's kind of like,
how do you not start with like Gangstar records? Like, I think he only played like maybe 2 Gangstar records.
Yeah.
Records he did for a bunch of other artists, which, I mean, he's produced for a ridiculous amount of artists, but like, Gangstar you are Gangstar. 1.
You are Gangstar.
Start there. And then 2, I mean, when RZA came on the second record with Method Man's Bring the Pain, I'm like, oh, you done. Like, you done.
You're done. Hey, it was a wrap. For me, after that, it was a wrap. And it was several times where I think he stopped Primo, where Primo was kind of looking through his bag like, okay, wait, what can I
he even
what
said,
can I play?
He's like, Primo's like, I'm going to go here. And then he's like, hold on.
Right.
That ain't
it. Hey, shout out to my homeboy Ed that was like, yo, I like how RZA ain't rapping along to any of Primo's joints. He said, but Primo rapping to all the RZAs. I'm like, and the plot thickens. Nah, but overall, I mean, you know, I think, you know, it's great, again, because we can have these type of conversations, and it's, you know, there's trash talk, but I think it's incredible, one, for the culture to be able to say hip hop started in, you know, small cities around the world, and is now unified digitally, where we're not able to go out and experience this live, you know what I mean? But to be able to log on to a device and be able to experience 2 iconic legends that have contributed to a lot of our childhood, you know what I mean? And just to hip hop in general, you know, I think it's such an incredible thing and will live in the history books. I mean, and I'm hoping that after all of this blows over and we're able to get back to normal, you know, regular scheduled television and all of that, I'm hoping a lot of this kind of, you know, bleeds over in a sense to where we're able to see this as a TV show, whether it's on Revolt or HBO or Primetime, you know, VH1, CBS, NBC. I hope they, you know, buy the rights so then we can see, you know, some major heavy hitters go, you know, back to back and just have a celebration of Black excellence, you know.
It is gonna go back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just in it right now, but like when LA shut down for the Rodney King shit, I mean, granted, it wasn't a virus that was killing people. You know what I'm saying? Things did get back to normal.
It was called white supremacy.
It's true. Very true. But I mean, I'm talking about the riots and the fact that it was like really concentrated. It wasn't across the globe. But what I will say is that, like, in time is gonna heal this. But it's almost like, okay, what did I hear? Okay, I'm not gonna take y'all there. I'm not gonna take y'all there. But I will say that, you know, it's like not hunting season or sink or swim. Like, it's way bigger than all of that. So it's like, if you're not sound within yourself, you will get wiped away during this time. But if you got it inwardly, she gonna pass and you gonna prevail. Just, you know, I would just say everybody should just tap into whatever it is they always have wanted to do. If there were no no's, what would you do? Like, there's nothing else to fucking do right now. You might as well do that.
That's real. That's true.
What Faz said, like in terms of how this, like, for the culture, as far as like, you know, hip hop goes, like that's the one thing that I came away with after the Rza Primo battle, was because I didn't watch any of the previous ones, but to see like DJ D Nice, I don't know what, 2-3 weeks ago, like when the quarantine started, like hit 100,000 people watching his live while he was just mixing from his kitchen, to then fast forward to Rza Primo, like I saw it reach 193,000.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But then going back after Primo and Rza, like, and seeing highlights of Lil Jon and T-Pain, I think it was like 256,000 plus. Like,
I think they got up to like 260 something plus.
Yeah, something like that. And like a couple of other battles I saw was like, you know, 230, 240,000. Like, that's freaking major as far as the impact that like this culture, our culture has. Like, and I mean, that was like phenomenal for me to see, because I had no idea like it was that many people tuning into these types of battles. So like, you know, I'm extremely proud that that's something that like we can do, because I'm sure if there was like 2 country artists go to do battle on freaking IG Live,
hey, you never know. But you know what? You know what's incredible? Like, I think this again kind of speaks to exactly what you're saying about like hip hop and the power that it has. Because then if we do start to see other genres kind of going head to head and people tuning in, despite if their numbers reach 1 million or surpass it, it's almost like hip hop started this trend.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you kind of think like these times that we're in, kind of even speaking to Brandy's point, being in these times and creating during these times ultimately gave birth to hip hop, to where you're deprived of life in a sense. I'm not able to create music the way society tells me. I'm not able to do X, Y, and Z. So let me figure out a way as a means to survival and being heard and being seen and being accepted by society. I'm going to create something that will be able to live in the world, you know what I mean? To be able to bring attention to things that are closely affecting me. So during this time, Brandy's point exactly is like create something that kind of speaks to how you're feeling or what you're going through, or dive into something that you've never done before, because ultimately 30 years from now, if Lord forbid this quarantine happens again, we'll be on, you know, we'll be on whatever digital platform is going to be, you know, battling back to back, the Kickback show versus the other Kickback show. You know what I'm saying? That's a podcast. Let me play the, you know, and I'm speaking facetiously, but I think again, the point is to create something during this time, because ultimately hip hop is providing an outlet and unity and love and a positive energy during a time that's very, you know, not so positive for some, you know.
Yeah, there's they're doing live comedy shows too. I watched one of the shit, was hilarious as fuck. So this live thing, this ability to I don't know, it's some positivity that's coming out of it.
I was watching Afion, shout out to Afion Crockett, who, you know, he started doing like lives more often now that he's, you know, we're all freaking quarantined, and doing some of his impressions. And he even, you know, would start teaming up with Godfrey and who else? Jay Farrow. And I even saw the one where like Aries Spears like hit Afion during one of his lives, like, yo, like we need to talk. And so Afion brought him in, and Aries was like, yo man, I just wanted to say like what you've been doing with like Jay Farrow and Godfrey, like these live conversations where you guys are doing characters. He's like, I think that is the greatest. And he's like, I know that like there's been I guess like rumors about Ari Spears sort of supposedly having beef with Avion, but he settled the score, if you will, or squashed it right then and there. Like, I'm watching this happen live on Instagram, and then like, yo, like from here on out, like we good, let's work. And like, so now it's gonna be a thing as far as what Brandy was saying, like these comedy shows, like now, like it's, hey, what's up? But it's birthed what will be a comedy show of these guys doing their impersonations and just like, you know, off the top of the dome, sketch comedy, but as characters or impersonations. So like, that's, you know, it's
one of the sorry, I was about to look. Anyways, shit. With that, you're right. Great. I'm sorry, because I'm still on topic, but I don't want to just dust off like I didn't give a fuck what you said, but I do. On the comedy thing, nigga was like, he was like, just niggas. He was like, how the fuck we 15 minutes late to a home show? The niggas was like 20 minutes late to the live.
Are you talking about the Rza?
No, it was a comedy show. Like they was on, but all you just saw was the walls.
Oh,
what the fuck, nigga? Because they was trying to get the sound and get to this, get to that. You know, I live in the hood. Excuse the gunshot.
Dang.
Yeah, same. I had the ghetto bird just flying by in a minute ago too.
Man, that's why I be waking up at like 2 and 3 because it's like I don't know what's going on, but stuff goes on over in these parts. But we should be going live with each other.
Yeah,
I agree.
So you know we'll go ahead and start that check-in.
It's just hard with kids.
I mean, but even if you got the kids, like, it don't have to be a 30-minute thing. It could just be 5 minutes. Like, look at these ass fucking kids. I got
That's what I should be doing.
You should. You definitely should. You definitely should.
This one is a hoodlum, like a little hooligan. Ava is just crazy.
She's a mob boss.
Ava, yes. She's a mob boss.
She's a mob boss. She's been here before.
This one,
man.
And Ava is like the enforcer.
Ava's the enforcer. Ava now. Ava might be the. You know what? I switch it. Ava is the mob boss, and Imani is the muscle.
Imani's muscle.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Imani's the muscle. Imani's the fearless muscle. They're still partners in it. You know what I'm saying?
Ava's the mastermind, and Imani's the shooter.
Yep.
Yeah, Imani's definitely the shooter. But Imani's like, I don't even like guns because I like to physically feel your bones break in my hands.
Yeah, no, she's... They're definitely PICs. And, like, Imani will regulate on everybody. Ava's, like, trying to run things.
But it's cool over there. Everybody's good. Zen, what the Zen got going on?
Walking, running, talking. Eating everybody food.
Oh my God. My brother-in-law is a chef. I don't know how long we've been going, but my brother-in-law is a chef. And he sent me some things, you know, he's like, hey, I want to, he has access to like, you know, like the Home Depots for chefs where they get like a different type of bulk shit. So he's like, I got like crazy bulk shit. I'm gonna send you some shit. He sent me sardines.
What?
And I mean, and I'm on the phone with them because my family, we have a call every Saturday at 5:00, but we've been having this before that, before all of this. So we on the phone, and they're like, my sister's like, sardines. And it's like, what? And my stepdad like, yeah, you know, sorry. I'm just like, what? That shit is, yeah. Like, they liked it. Like, he wasn't sending it to me on some broke shit. Like, he really liked it. I was like, that shit, and I tried so hard because I mixed it up like a tuna and cracker type thing. It was terrible. So anybody that likes sardines, that shit's nasty. Sardines is nasty.
That's funny. Ugh.
Fuck my whole stomach up. I ain't ate today yet, nigga. I can't even fuck it up.
Man, I'm sitting in this car trying to think like, man, I need to go get my wallet and figure out what life is today. I gotta work tonight at midnight, so.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
At Apple.
Oh.
Gotta go to the Apple. Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is getting salads?
Nah, player.
Shout out to all the new bays that made it, and then y'all quarantining, and it's a good thing. I'm happy for y'all. Shout out.
Yeah, y'all gonna have a baby in 9 months. Shout out to y'all. Y'all
Shout
getting pregnant.
Y'all. I say that because I know a few, and I'm getting these happy dappy calls, and I'm just like, all right then, well let's do it, Corona baby.
See,
Corona baby
trying to get divorced.
Yeah, that's true. And man, shout out to the niggas, and this is not even a shout out because I like it. It's just a shout out because y'all niggas are still doing it because it's happening in mine. But shout out to the niggas that cheat and they don't even give a fuck. Like they like fuck it. Like let me just keep on trying my shot, even though now it's out. Now you know. But let me slide in the DM. Maybe it'll work out. Shout out to you niggas. Like that's crazy. Y'all niggas is still with it. Go ahead, run with it.
They trying.
Shout out to y'all.
Can't go nowhere. I'm a shoot.
I would give some advice. Anybody, during this time, if you want to just slide into somebody's text messages, you need to tell us who you are, because we don't know who you are. So don't say, hey, don't say what's up. Don't give me a name. Where did we meet? I don't remember.
Get a name. If you slide in somebody's DMs or text threads right now, you better to send your body temperature and your corona test negative right now.
Right. No, yeah. The text thread. Oh.
Let us know you're still getting a check.
That part.
Yeah. I want to see scrub uniforms only. What you got? Oh no, I'm sorry. There's so many different other essential jobs. Trash guys. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, they the ones winning right now. All the dudes that got overlooked that don't drive no fancy cars, the regular everyday 9-to-5 workers, they winning right now.
The grocery store people, but the trash guys and them, they was good. They get a cool little bit amount of money, They drive a nice car, they just stink.
I think they still get a pension too, which that's rare.
Wow.
They just stink. What is wrong with
Definitely stink. Fresh off work, stink. Can't talk to you for another 7 hours. Go take a shower and air out, nigga.
For 7 hours and
shower, air out, nigga. Catch me in the nap.
Just tell them to smudge. They'll be all right. Smudge, yeah. Burn some sage or incense. Yeah. Speaking of incense, I got them on point too. I got everything. I got all the essentials. I'm in survival mode. You know what I mean? All that.
Well, good for you. I'm happy for you. I get the incense. I get the incense by the Roscoe's on Pico, and he ain't been over there because he dip them in oil. Oh my God, they're amazing. But nigga ain't been over there, so I'm on my last one.
Hey, I got you.
Better make it count.
Right?
I got you.
Right. I know. I'm on some hold on. I gotta wait for this one. Might get some quarantine dick. You might want to set it up right with the incense. They let it.
Right, so tell me again how I can mute Brandy's microphone.
You can't. I'm actually on 5%, so you might get your wish.
But hey,
percent.
I think with that being said, you know what I mean? I hope everybody is remaining safe. If you do have anybody that is being affected by this, make sure you just do the research that's necessary. Like there are ways to overcome this. I hope you're not only relying on one source of information to be able to get through these times. I hope that you're actually going through multiple sources to figure out how to get better, how to keep yourself well, how to, go through preventative measures to avoid, contracting any type of virus or sickness or illness or whatever the case may be, regardless if your immune system is compromised or not. And even, you know, if you're like myself that I have an opinion about all of this, but still, you know, comply with, you know, social distancing and doing whatever it is, because it's not just about me. There are other people that are compromised that are around me. So just be well, take care of yourself, create, kind of, you know, take this time to reflect and become a better version of you, whatever that may mean and however it may apply to you. Just be the best you can be. Create, dive into something that you haven't done in a while, try something new, pick up an instrument, pick up a book, go outside, take a run, you know, come up with a game plan, because once all of this is over, there's going to be a new definition of normal when it comes to how we coincide in this life and how we interact with one another. So just, you know,
that's true.
Take this time to elevate, you know, your
that's
mind,
true.
body,
I know somebody that worked at the hospital, and this is another epidemic that happened maybe like, I don't know, 4 years ago or something like that. I don't remember which one it was. Mm-hmm. But he was like 75% of the cases have had like self-inflicted symptoms, like they created it in their minds. So I'm not saying that this is obviously not the same thing. All of you people that are ordering from these places that aren't using, like, I'm sorry, the virus is a, you know, it's wrapped in oil that can get into your hair. So it's like, it's more than just the mask and all of that. So anyways, I just want to say the shit is serious, but I think that it's an emotional war, even bigger. So it's time to dig in and get sound within yourself, get to know yourself all the way, because with everything being thrown at you, you're just going to be downloading things. And if you don't have a sound, you know, self to be able to maneuver and navigate through it all, then you're going to get lost in the sauce and be miserable, because it's like, this shit is, it's a sad thing if this is all you want to sit in and think about. So it's like, get sound within yourself, take, you know, keep up with the facts. But shit, have a good ass time, nigga. Bills are suspended right now. What you talking about? What?
Whose bills are suspended?
Not for everybody.
Bills are suspended right now, homie. For me, at least. I mean, you know, I got calls. They was like, yeah, don't. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So,
I mean, definitely take advantage where you can. I know.
Yeah, where you can. Now, yeah, I'm putting 10 on 20, but I'm just saying, like, you know, they're like, some people are getting very, very wrapped up in it all, and it's like everybody's going through all of this. Like, there was a time where you and only you were going through something, and you still had to go to work, you know, be around people and be in a positive space, and you muscle through it. So it's like, now everybody's going through something, so don't take it on as it's only you. So it's like, dive into, you know, I'm gonna put you first, because that's the thing that's probably why I'm so sane in this, because I am sound within self. And then literally jump on that one thing, that if there were no no's in this world, what would you be doing?
Yeah. And you know what? I will say, if you're like me and you have less time now because of all of the things that you've now had to encapsulate in your day that you didn't have to do before, it's okay. If you don't come out of this speaking fucking Mandarin and knowing how to like play the guitar, or you haven't learned how to like do something, or you haven't written a book, or you haven't whatever, like, it's okay. So long as you come out of this on the other end and you've maintained your sanity, it's okay. Because I constantly see all of this like, oh, well, if you didn't, what was it? Like, there was one that was like, well, if you come out of this and you haven't done something, or you haven't started that project, or you learned a new trade, it wasn't time that you lacked. It was passion or whatever, or discipline. Fuck that. And F you for putting it out there, because that's not even something that you should be saying to people. Because there are some people who, you know, who need to be out or need to be inspired to be able to create things. And being stuck in the house is not really an inspirational situation to be in. So if you're not coming out on the other end with a new discipline or a new trade or of your own business, it's cool. Like you have not.
Yeah, that's not the thing. I feel like if that's what people are trying to gauge it as, I don't think that that's realistic, you know. But I say that when I say that one thing you've always wanted to do is obviously it's for the person that has the ability to do that. And I think for those other people that, you know, like yourself, but you're different, Superwoman. But, you know, for those that do have to be thrusted into family time or thrusted into other modes, it's like, then you just shift is all. And it's like, it's not all about the next project. Maybe it's about becoming 100% sound within your family life, you know. But whatever it is, I do believe this is this is literally given to you right now, and you have to do something with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Just make the best of it.
Make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Oh my goodness.
I got that from the hip hop preacher, E.T. the hip hop preacher. So yeah, that's a good one. There, get out of my boobies. Ooh. All right, question of the day.
Awesome. Okay.
Are you watching porn if the sexual parts are have like filters on them? Did y'all see those? So like if he's hitting it from the back, he has on shorts, and then it looks like he's hitting a game machine at an arcade. Like, are you still watching porn?
Then that's not porn.
It's from the scene. They just kind of like it's a raggedy ass little like remember when the first filters came out? They didn't always stay with your face and shit.
I feel like if that's the case, like just watch like Cinemax. Like, what's the point?
But what if you don't like to see the interaction?
My answer would have to be that's on page 38.
38 of what?
Of whatever site I'm on. So if I get to page 38, then that means that I'm either desperate or it's like I've gone through everything that I can go through.
That means he's finished porn.
Yeah.
Just like you finished Netflix. Got okay.
Exactly. Like I've gone through every single episode.
It was scrolled down my feed, but since it had those whack ass filters, it was like allowed to be on the. And I'm like, did I just watch porn right now?
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about I think that's like a joke to where it shows like this guy at like an arcade, and it seems like he's
nigga. No.
It's almost like he's bumping a pinball machine, but he's really banging a girl, but the pinball machine is blocking her out. So it's more or less like the filter is the sensor.
I'm all trying to look around your hand like, yeah, there she go. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't watch that. Like if it pops up on an Instagram feed, then I'll like sit and watch it.
That's what it was for me. That's what it was. It was just an Instagram thing.
Yeah, for me, I'm not watching that as like a primary source. I'd much rather go to the hub or to the X or something else.
Okay. To the hub.
The hub, though.
To the hub. I'm going to the hub, though.
Okay.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And then I do my search. And it's, you know.
Going to your local hub for a pint, huh?
Okay.
My brother. Popcorn, play it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That part.
Y'all stupid.
Guys, and y'all talk about me. What does this look like? You know what this look like?
I know.
Tiana, you know what this look like.
I thought the same thing, B. I thought the same thing.
Pause.
Look, if you know, you know. Pause. That's Redman and Method Man. How high? Mike Epps. Baby powder with scrunch up. Y'all know what it is. All right. Look, man, I love y'all. I'm so glad to see that y'all are doing well, especially during this time. I want to take a moment to just say thank you to everybody that has continued to tune in and support us. Thank you for everybody that, clicks likes and has tuned in consistently and all that. We're gonna continue to be here and find a way to make it work. Whether it's through Zoom, Boom, whatever it is, we're gonna make it work. So thank y'all for constantly supporting us. Hopefully a lot of this blows over. I know that it just got extended to May 15th, which I'm kind of sad about, because not only now do I gotta, celebrate 420 in the house, I gotta have my Cinco de Mayo at home too.
Nigga, my birthday. Okay.
Man, I'm sorry. Happy belated, by the way, too. You have
30 years old, thanks. Happy birthday!
You saying that big 3-0. Yeah, you better get it. But yeah, y'all continue to be safe, listeners, fans, everybody, supporters, loved ones. Y'all continue to take care of yourself, all that good stuff, and until next time.
I suppose technically we could still do our show as normal, just 6 feet apart.
In that city studio?
We're 6 feet.
I was about to say, like, what? We wouldn't even be able to all be recorded. We're gonna be on all different ends of the fucking room.
We'll have to go to different rooms in the building.
Somebody be at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. I don't even know. Like, run it back.
I'm gonna be downstairs with Ava playing pool. Like, yeah, man, life is wild right now.
Hell no, man. I feel like that whole street got the Rona, man. You already know. But I will say, you know what I'm saying, at the end, wrap this all up, because I know after I say this, y'all gonna want to get off. Shout out to the Rona for saving me from my old daddy, because you know what I'm saying, it was like, yo, and it was like, yo, the Rona was like, stay in the house. Because it was like, you know what I'm saying, things were progressing. It was like, stay in the house. I was like, okay, you guys stay in the house. So it's like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and call it quits, because you was up too long anyway.
Pause left. Pause clocked out.
He didn't clock it.
Hey,
all the way out the car.
I can only keep it a buck, man. Like, that's all I got in me. So we keeping this G's for y'all.
You know what? Yeah, shout out to Rona for that.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to what was the cannabis joint that we had that day?
That Green Vegan.
That green, shout out that. All everybody that keep on checking in and all of that. Shout out. We see you looking at the stories and all that, responding and all that. We appreciate the interaction. And it's merch coming quick, fast, and in a hurry. So pull your thongs up. Pull your thongs up and also pull them down, because Tiana, you know what I'm saying. Because you gotta pull them up, but then you gotta
to the side. Yeah, that's just left to right. Just you ain't even gotta. You can keep them on. Just
all right.
No, that actually, y'all may like that shit. That shit actually hurts us. We don't like that.
Oh no, wait.
You don't like it?
It's the third day, so I'm back.
You don't like it?
I don't mind it.
Oh, she said she don't mind. Oh, I know why.
All righty then.
She got the soft drop. No, if it's like lace and it's soft, that's okay. But if you got like thick fabric cotton like that, it'd be like too much.
Who's wearing crunchy drawers like that though? So we gotta hurt.
No, I'm saying like thick. Like sometimes they're like made like nigga strong. Sometimes they're made too strong to be trying to slide them to the side.
Yeah, they call them period panties, don't they?
No, I'm still talking about thongs. You can't slide. Y'all sliding drawers to the side? That's too much in the way.
No. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Stop. It's okay.
What kind of thong material are girls wearing?
Some strong ones, my nigga. Like if I had one, like they got some strong. Like you see, like this material, this thick ass material right here. They got some like that, and then but you know what? It could have been because they was uncircumcised. So,
That's for the ladies that smell like fish.
What? Okay.
What? Uncircumcised?
Kickbackshow.com. I'm signing out. I'm clocking out now. I'm done. I'm bye.
I am
Bye. Love
the
y'all.
Kickback Show, the kickbackshow.com. Hit us up on Instagram or whatever your social media vice is at the Kickback Show. Everything's spelled as is. You can also find us on Spotify, Track Life. I'm Wavecap Johnny at Wavecap Johnny on Instagram, and he is
Wavecap Johnny on Instagram.
Yes.
Nigga, when did you get a new Instagram?
It ain't new. It's been there.
When did you get an Instagram?
He changed his name.
He just
Just
refreshed.
changed my name.
Oh,
Same
so you
thing.
back? So you back?
Just rebranded. I never left. Just I'm back like I never left.
All right.
He was
All
on.
right, Wavecap Johnny. All right, so we got to change the merch then. It's got to say Wavecap and, and organic
No,
and.
it can still say five. I'm still fives. It's just. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
All right, and she is. I don't know where she at.
On everything, all over. Tiana Giovanna. And he is
DJ Swivel on Instagram, SWIVLL.
and she is
OG big in this bitch, organic blackberry. I'm trying to get. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna rock with you too.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, man. Listen, I'm gonna be on the J.O.R. whether you like it or not, nigga.
Hey, it's on its way.
I'm gonna be you gonna have one where it's like, cause I'm telling you, you're gonna have one where it's like the one that's like super like, but we gotta get one for them. So that's the one that I'm gonna be on. You know what I'm talking about. When you're like, we gotta get one for them.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
All right.
It's gotta be. All right. Love y'all.
We out this
Peace,
bitch,
love.
blood.
Bye.
I'm gonna go get some communion. All right, y'all.
All right.
Peace.
The Kickback Show.
Yeah.
TrackLife.com.